Welcome to Hey Thanks. We're your hosts,
Ivy Miller.
and Lauren Hawkins. We're just two girls talking about life, love, and all the struggles in between.
We'll act as your best friend, keep you company, motivate you, and reassure you that you're not in this alone. We're certainly not experts, but sometimes you just want a little unsolicited advice.
Hey, thanks, Ivy.
Hey, thanks, Lo.
This episode was brought to you by Beach Washed. Whoosh.
Yeah. Our hair looks amazing. I just don't even know what to say. It's perfect.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
Just serve. Whoosh. In case you're listening, we just modeled into the camera for about 10 seconds and then made ocean sounds. And this week, we are talking about drama.
Drama. Ugh, I hate it.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Stop it. You like it a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't know. Really?
I love watching
You love
it.
a little drama. Shut up.
Well,
Who am I kidding?
it makes life interesting. I love good characters. That's what I love.
No, you're like this. You're like, I hate drama. And then you're like, it's just so annoying. And then you like,
I don't want to be in it. I like watching it over there.
Yeah. From a distance.
But nothing where people are getting hurt or mad or anything like that.
No, you're like, I don't like him. And then you're like, he's so annoying. And then you're like, I'm going to go see him.
Okay.
I'm just roasting
Low.
you.
Just roasting me, outing me. I don't do that. I say no, and that's my only no ever.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, well, this summer I've spent a lot of time with group dynamics, and boy, let me tell you, some people are just born for it. Some people just, the way I like to think of it is, people are running on their little frequencies and sometimes big frequencies, but when people are like gossiping or doing low frequency things and trying to suck you into it,
Yeah.
it's easy to get sucked into. Or you could be like, ha ha ha,
Yeah.
not for me, you crazy.
You're adopting my C's.
Yeah, I roll my C's now.
Yeah.
Low taught me.
Crazy.
That's
Crazy. But it's funny because we live on this like society that we love the drama. It's like People Magazine, like all, it's like we just feed off of it. So of course it's like this trickle down effect into our friendships and our like little communities. Like people love the drama.
Yeah.
Like TMZ.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just drama.
yeah, it is just drama. Some people like it more. Like,
Yeah.
I love a good Kardashian binge when I'm like hungover and got nothing to do. But I'll tell you what, I can max out at about 2 episodes before I feel like my brain's melting.
Yeah, that's true. You're just like, oh my God, this, they live in this every day.
Well, and the way it's edited, like they're like, Chloe stole my T-shirt. And then it's like, no, and then pans to like Chloe like stealing her T-shirt going around. And you're like, 15 minutes goes by and you're just watching this nonsense, which is crazy. But the way they formulated it and edited it makes it really interesting somehow.
I know. And it hooks you. It pulls you right in.
Yeah, man. Spikes those endorphins.
Well, and here's the thing that, I don't know, I have such a hard time with because it's like, it kind of happens and it's hard to put a stop to, but like you'll be at dinner and one of your friends leaves and they're like, like, can you believe it?
I don't mess with that stuff. I don't like that at all.
I'm not saying I mess with it.
No, you are evil.
It was like,
Gotcha, bitch.
I was like, oh my God. Just laid it all out. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, tell me how you really feel about me.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God.
No, I know what you mean though, but that stuff, that's creepy to me. When you're at a dinner and someone leaves and then instantly someone's like, can you believe it? I just, ugh.
I've just started like shutting it down. I'm like, yeah, I don't do this. I'm like a really monotone. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah, well, you feel it suck your frequency down.
Yeah.
And if you're vibrating at a higher frequency, man, you'll feel that layer down, that level down bit where you're like, you know, it'll feel good while you're talking, I guess. And then once you leave, you're like, oh, yeah, not great.
Can you avoid the drama though?
I just turn around.
Like,
the Grand Canyon thing, right? There's like little interpersonal conflicts. Stupid, like, someone got in line for food before I did. Yeah. And I'm like, are we really talking about this? And I'll just turn around and walk away. Or, for example, I went on a boat trip this summer. And man, there was this girl that just wanted to stir the pot. Just whip up little cookies every day. And I'm like, sister, I don't even know how to respond to some of this. But like, you know, if you just take yourself out of the running, and the stakes are a lot less higher when you see them running around the little playpen as fast as they can, chasing their tail by themselves. Wheel. You know, they're waiting for somebody to jump in there with them to make it more justifiable, I feel like.
They're seeing who takes the bait. They're like, who is gonna chomp on this? Yeah. And then they like hook them right in. Yeah, and they're like, did you hear what she said?
Yeah, that's so weird.
Throw you under the bus. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. I don't like it. Some people really love it. Like, okay, here's something. I am not I love drama in a way, like, I don't know, like justifiable justice is served type stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right?
That's not like damaging drama. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like personal relationship damaging drama.
Yeah, nothing about their character. Yeah, but
exactly,
I like it when like I don't know, things happen. And I'm trying to do you know of any off the bat that are like really fun, juicy juices?
Yeah, that's not like, I mean, not like the classic drama that you're talking about where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that Stephanie wore that shirt. And actually, she stole it from me 5 years ago and I've never let it go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let it ruin our friendship. You want like a drama that's like,
for example, I have a friend that was in a relationship with this guy and then he cheated on her and she went away and met someone else and fell madly in love. And then he shows up at her door to like rekindle the situation, and the new guy answers the door.
Oh God, that's good.
Isn't that good?
That is so good.
That's good. I like that stuff.
Really,
I'm like, yeah,
that is really good. That's really good. Oh, I love that. Eat it up.
Yeah. See that kind of stuff where I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Because that's just like
turn back around.
That's just like good guys winning.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
It's like you're rooting for that to happen,
and that's a good story and good characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. See, that stuff is juicy.
Yeah.
How to shut it down? You were kind of wondering about that. Do you know how to shut it down?
Like, it's always hard because this is my challenge with it. You always wonder what everybody else is saying about you, right? You're like, oh, well, if they're talking.
Fuck no,
well,
dude.
Here's the thing. I'm like, if you're talking this much shit about. What? Well, not like that. If you're talking so much shit about these people, oh my God, you got to be saying something about me. But then you're like, I want to shut it down. And I've just started in the past month. I used to just sit there and listen and let it happen. And some people, it's just I realize one of two things. A, it's coming from their biggest insecurities.
Oh yeah.
So they're talking the shit because they're like jealous of that specific person or that specific situation or that thing. So they make it into this negative, right?
Yeah, that's just a straight up mirror. That's why for me it's so cringy to watch, because it's like, bro,
sad.
You're literally confessing your deepest wounds and trying to disguise it as tearing someone else down. Exactly.
And there's those people, and you kind of start to see that you're like, oh God, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's so sad they're doing it. It's that, or they just literally don't have anything else to talk about. I'm like, and I've tried, there's certain people where I've been like, oh, like, let's have a conversation about this. And they're just not interested. And that like screams like exactly who they are, which is all I need to see to move on.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, if that's all you can offer up in this friendship, I'm good on that.
Okay. And this is a little bit off topic, but I'm curious.
That's okay.
What about jealousy?
Oof.
Because, okay,
That's tough.
I never have gotten jealous before. Like, I've always, with everybody I've dated, I've always been like, welcome to the promised land. As good as it's going to get. Have a wandering eye. I dare you.
Well, I think it's natural to have a wandering eye.
No.
To be like, look at that human. Yes, they are attractive.
I think a wandering eye in the sense of like, I can.
Like, I'm going to tap that?
Yeah.
Oh,
because I've always said to like boyfriends that I've had, I'm like, oh, she's cute. Like, what do you think about her? What do you think about him? And like, if you were to ever have that thought of like a wandering something, talk to me about it. Cause I want to be able to like make you happy as much as I possibly can.
I used to have this boyfriend. Oh God, he was such a piece of shit. And he would shocker. I mean, like, I'll tell you when they're not a piece of shit. I'll let you know. Honestly, I think we're 7-0 right now. He used to hit on the waitresses in front of me at the table. And I would just look at him and be like, what? You have a problem with that? I'm like, yeah, you just asked for her number.
Oh my God.
In front of me.
Bro,
crazy.
That's
anyway,
not great.
Wandering eye, you can appreciate someone's looks, attractiveness, whatever you're appreciating about them, but it can cross a line, obviously.
Yeah,
where it's
and then we
not
get back
okay.
into boundaries.
What about jealousy so you've never experienced it in relationships?
Okay, so that's what I was getting to.
Sorry.
So I never experienced it. I never like thought, I was always just, I don't know. I just was like, you know, if you don't see my magic, then I will bid you adieu. I don't need to argue with you about that. Like, no.
I'm great. I'm really great.
Yeah. No, I swear.
You're going to really like me.
Well, but no, and then I dated this guy that actually did get jealous over like weird little things that I didn't even think twice about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like where I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see my friend, and it's like, oh, are you? And I'm like, yeah, weirdo. And I have a theory that jealousy is contagious, because then when he started questioning me about simple things that I would do, no worries, then I was like, you're questioning me, should I be questioning you?
Oh, yeah. It can kind of have that inverse effect where you're like, oh, wait, are you doing something sketchy?
Yeah, I wasn't even
weird.
thinking about that. But now you got me thinking that, like, if I'm going to hang out with my friends, what are you doing with your friends? I don't know, you know, and it keeps going and then it gets worse and worse. I think it's
What are you doing at the club?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
I'm getting low.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting low. So low.
Yeah. And then I'm making out with 17 guys.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe a couple girls.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Finger banged in the club. On the dance floor.
Oh my God. So scary.
Not going home until I got it.
Till I'm carried out of here in a body bag.
Yeah. By my pussy.
Oh my God. I mean, sounds like a good night.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
I don't go to the club, but when I do.
It's Saturday night tomorrow, so you know where we'll be.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's weird. Yeah, I agree. The jealousy can get kind of in this weird inverse relationship. I've experienced it where I've been on the side of being jealous, but it's because I've been uncomfortable in my relationship.
Well, I would say so. This motherfucker is flirting, getting girls' numbers, hooking up with girls, having relationships while you're engaged to them. Yeah, I'd say you're a bit jealous, but also stand up for yourself, woman.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Get the hell out of there. That's not a relationship. Yeah. That's him carrying you in a burlap sack, throwing you on the ground, beating you with rocks.
Exactly. Not what you want. Get out of there. Get out and get on.
But now she's a new woman, and she won't stand for that.
Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely not. What about jealousy in friendships? Because that's a big one.
Yeah.
And girls are...
that weirds me out too.
It does. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's not, I swear to God, I think it's somewhat unavoidable. unless you're in like an equal friendship. But there's got to be, I swear to God, real quote, that all of us are friends with people that we either want to be there's a characteristic or a trait in them that we wish we were.
Oh yeah. Well,
but that can easily, I think, flip into jealousy if you kind of lose the appreciation of it.
Yeah. I mean, you should be surrounding yourself with people that you're inspired by, of course. And, they say you turn into 7 of the people you hang out with the most.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So make sure they're good.
Well, yeah, or not so cute.
Yeah. That can be sticky.
It's really scary.
But of course. But I think you also have friends for different things. And if you're putting all your eggs on one person, you got to flip that mirror up and see what you're doing wrong,
Well, no one person can fulfill everything you want, which is, I think, where relationships go wrong, right?
Yeah. And I think if you're getting jealousy in a relationship or in a friendship, I think that it could be saying something about whether you or that friend and their relationship, because they might not be getting incredibly satisfied out of their partner or themselves, which they should be getting that satisfaction or validation from themselves. But a lot of people turn to their partner, and when they don't have it in themselves or their partner, they're going to look to their best friend and be like, hey.
That's very true. That's very true.
I don't know.
Well, I think it just goes back to the point that no one person should be fulfilling everything you need in a relationship, whether that's
right,
a marriage, a partnership, a friendship. You can't just have one person you're you're gonna give me everything.
Yeah,
all of you.
Yeah, rule of thumb.
Yeah,
if you see something more than twice, it's probably a you thing. And then if there's some sort of conflict, you just ask, am I taking this personally? And chances are you are.
Most likely, yes.
And if you're not taking it personally, then it's probably something that you have allowed to happen or impede on your boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always something to be done, I feel like.
Yeah. But with the jealousy and the friendships, that's hard for me because I've dealt with that for sure.
How's your communication with those kinds of things?
Better. Working on it.
I'm working on it.
Currently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all you can really do.
Yeah. It's so hard though because it's the jealousy then turns into this over attachment, and then the over attachment ends up driving that person away.
Wait, what?
The jealousy I've experienced then becomes the person overcompensating because they're I need that, I want that, I'm jealous of that. And then that over attention, because when people give me too much attention, I'm very turned off by that, and it makes me want to push it away further.
I call that a wet girl or a wet boy. And someone's like, hey, I heard you cough 4 days ago, and I went to go buy you cough drops, but you weren't answering your phone, so I dropped them off under your doormat. It's a wet boy. Anyways, carry on. Sorry.
Literally the word. It's the biggest turn off in the world.
Get off my back!
The biggest turn off.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
But for friends, you're saying that the anxious attachment drives you away?
Totally. That's exactly what it is.
Well, that's pretty natural for human. I can't imagine somebody being like, yeah, give me some more of that, unless you're a narcissist, right?
That's
and
true.
You're like, yeah, you stupid little idiot. Give me more attention.
Spit in your mouth. Yeah. I actually love that. Sorry. Sexually.
Lauren, I got it the first time. Thank you. During sex, actually. When the penis is inside.
Oh my God.
Moving right along.
Oh man. Sorry, peeps.
Yeah, but group dynamics, drama, it's just exhausting.
Yeah.
Sucking.
I've just started shutting it down where I just say I'm just not going to do this anymore. Because I'm usually the oh, I'm such a good listener. Yeah, okay, I'm a great listener until you start talking shit. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I've just started shutting it down.
I shut it down by complimenting. And it either drives them nuts or whatever, something like that.
How does that go down?
Well, I don't, because, when someone's in a group dynamic, you're in a group dynamic. Say there's like 6 people around, and one person goes, "Can you believe how so and so threw that beach ball?" And you can either be, you don't want to out that person by being like, "Hey, hey, hey, we don't talk shit around here. We lift up people," because then you're a narc. So you got to be like,
But he hates a narc.
So you got to be like, well, the way they threw the beach ball was actually, everybody's got their own way of throwing it, and I like that. I like how so-and-so throws the beach ball. It makes their character who they are. And if they don't get that hint, then I throw another one, and then it's just like, catch a hint. It's a very subtle way to move the conversation, I feel like, but it usually works.
Yeah, that's actually such a good technique, because it's not outing them. It's like just bringing attention, but through a compliment. It's so perfect. I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
I did love how so-and-so dumped him. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And you know what? She's a freer woman now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can always chalk up like a really big character, like someone that is themselves, really themselves. Those are the best characters. And chances are the best characters aren't that great to be around. Like when I'm in improv, they always say that the most interesting people are going to be like so themselves and so in their ways. That's what makes a good character. Think about like the Office cast. Think about Dwight, like in real life, you wouldn't necessarily be great friends with Dwight, but gosh, he's good to watch.
That's true. And people want something different. Like they don't want a cookie cutter person. Everybody would be the same. That's boring.
Exactly.
You want edge and interest and like something a little different to mix things up.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So that makes like talking shit kind of just bleh, because it's like, thank God we're all different. What if we were all the same? How boring would that be? She doesn't do things exactly like we do. Can you believe that? He threw the beach ball in a different way. It's like, oh my gosh. Boring.
It's exhausting too. I'm like, I just don't anymore.
She just doesn't anymore.
No more.
Yeah.
No mas. Okay, great. Well,
have
you know how it goes.
Wait. Have you ever dated anybody like the family? I've dated a few families.
I dated a family.
Well, when you like walk into the family.
I've dated all 16.
I guess I didn't mean to date the family, but you end up dating the family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When they love talking smack. Oh my God. It's so weird to me how you're like, okay, your entire family, this is what you guys do around the dinner table?
Yeah.
Damn. That's sad.
I've dated a whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Sucks.
See? She has dated a whole family.
Yeah.
And she's over here all chirped up.
Have you dated multiple siblings in the same family?
No.
Oh.
Have you?
No.
Okay, well.
I've only dated.
Sure?
Yeah. That's a thing.
What do you mean that's a thing?
That's a thing that like
I have a name for it?
Well, you definitely have a type.
Yeah.
If the siblings look alike.
If you like a chocolate and you just want to tweak it a little bit.
You want a bag of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you eat the whole bag. You're like, my belly hurts. That wasn't good.
Yeah. Incestual.
It's very incestual. There's also something that's got to be wrong with that second brother or sister. Like, they're like, yeah, I'll take the sloppy seconds. That's weird. I knew a girl. She dated the older brother. She married the middle brother.
Well, sometimes it takes a second to get it right.
How are those family dinners? Those have got to be weird.
It's probably not a thing anymore.
Mm.
Or unless there is a thing. Drama.
Well, and then it's like, yeah, you're in the kitchen and you're like trying to bond with mom, and she's like, have you seen the dress that Michael's girlfriend is wearing? I just can't believe she showed up to Easter dinner like that.
And you want to be friends with the mom, so you try to milk it.
Yeah, that's hard. That's when the shit talking is hard to say no to, because you want to get in on the good graces. You're like, you know what? I actually really like her dress.
Yeah.
The stripper store really supplies. She looks good.
So it's a compliment and a jab.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what you go with.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I really want the next person I date, I really want to be inspired by the mother.
Totally. I mean, that's the dream.
Well, people overlook that. You know, that's on my list. I want to be like totally in awe by the family that he comes from, you know?
I honestly couldn't agree more. That's exactly, I mean, that's such a huge thing because I don't want to be like in this isolated relationship away from the families. Like, family is such a big deal to me that.
Yeah, so I just really want to like the family when I end up dating someone again.
Yeah, same.
It's so important.
And just being like, I want to be inspired by it because I think, you know, mothers tend to be such this like, even if it's girls, like daughters, sons, whatever, like the mom is just this center point in the household, and seeing such a badass mom is such an inspiration. And I would love for that to be someone I look up to, that I'm friends with, that I can like call up and actually like have my own relationship with. I think that's like definitely relationship goals for sure.
Girls supporting girls.
Girls supporting girls, which there's not enough of. Well, there's more of it happening, but there's still not enough for.
Yeah, just as much as you can. That is so important.
Yeah. I think less drama, more admiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you don't admire it, find something to admire.
You can literally always find something.
Yeah.
Even on the worst days.
Yep.
Like, well, they handled that fight really well. The volume of their screaming was impressive.
Yeah, and save all the drama and the talking shit for your journal. At least that's
Put it to the pages, as Ivy says.
Put it to the pages.
Yeah. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're not a mean person.
No one wants a mean girl. It's not a cute look. No one wants a shit talker. No one wants a mean girl.
Yep.
Let that be. And if you find yourself doing that,
work on it.
Try to do a little self-assessment. Maybe, you know, maybe there's some stuff that you're pushing down that's coming out in that way.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And if you don't know how to do that, then just
look it up on Google.
Yeah. This is really cool
WikiHow
tool.
probably has some tips. How not to be mean.
I'd actually love to look that up and see what it says. Yeah. How not to be mean.
Here, I'll look it up.
Be
really
nicer.
Fast.
Look it up. Yeah. Yeah, I want to know.
How not to be mean on WikiHow. Number 1, think before you speak. Number 2, monitor your voice. It may be helpful to be conscious of the way your voice is sounding when you speak.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, demonstrate empathy in your conversation. Number 4, ignore gossip.
Yeah.
Number 5, stay modest. I don't. I'm pretty sure I've
That's
flashed
like,
my
be
underwear
humble.
like 7 times in this video.
Yeah, I think I slipped a nip at one point.
6, let the other person speak. And then there's an ad for getting rid of rats. So, rats.
Sorry, I was just letting you speak.
Keeping the rats out.
My friend loves rats.
No.
It's
Good for her.
you know what? That was a test. On that note.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Lo.
Thanks, Ivy.